Test 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12 and we got a limited amount of time today. I guess we can plan today what we're going to be doing at Unity of Houston. I mean, we already have the plan generally here. Bring the binaural frequency. Womp, womp, womp. So I guess bring this and that. Bring the nature sound. Should be good. Some soothing vibes. Welcome, Christy. My car's officially legal on the road now, beautifully. That's what I spent the morning doing. Went to get a sticker. Two running cars. Can't believe it. Takes a good while to and apparently this is gonna be it. The red swag. Happy Wednesday. It was too bright, that's what it was. It was like not so organic. Welcome, Seashell. Easter, Good Friday, this Friday. No idea. I also changed my circle, the shape. I got tired of the square. I need an octagon, like UFC. The more you practice, the better you get at anything. Actually, welcome to punch. You know what I mean? You practice at anything, you get better. That's why I play this piano thing every day, and every day sounds better. We got Selby. Let's get some 432 hertz here. Key of A major. Use your prayer wheel. Welcome, Christy, Grace, Diane. I got an undershirt now. So this shirt is short. So I got an undershirt. I got another red shirt from Poshmark. Use. Oh, okay. I was saying I got another shirt coming because I was like, man, this shirt's short. Maybe that other shirt's also short, so that's why I got undershirts. Sometimes my belly be popping out. I'm like, not trying to. My hips. I don't want my hips to lie. It's called Tang, T-A-N-G shirt, really. But there's another word, but I just go Chinese frog button shirt. Welcome, Raven. Thank you for being here. We got Transcend. We're just here to do our best to tend to each other. I just take it really seriously. Because your life matters. Sometimes you just need to hear it. It was in what, 4:32. That's why there's something off. Let's try that again. In A major. Is an A. everybody. This is a short stream today. Gotta prepare for Unity. I'm doing Unity of Houston twice this month because somebody... I told them I wanted to do twice a month anyways, but you know. Nobody's that crazy enough to be that committed, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes when you have a strong personality, it annoys people who don't understand you. But luckily, there's people that understand you. You know what I'm You know, one time I got invited to do a sound bath during a service. And I had to decline that because I told people, you know, I'm not going to show up to be a side piece. But when I show up and I don't feel that what I'm doing is like all in kind of work, right? Because I'm not here to be side piece, right? In the beginning, right? If I'm going to be a side piece, let me do my side piece on the sidewalk. You know? Let me just busk on the street better. And the reason why it's like that is because I cannot deal with people who aren't all in. Or I can't deal with people whose spiritual practice has no passion and no flavor and no great result. And that's why you have to be extremely picky, because imagine spiritual work that's not effective. And it's hard to explain. I don't want to offend people, so you just don't say that out loud. You're just like, no, thank you. Because you can tell, are you doing work? Are you doing something that's heartfelt and result driven, or are we doing routine spirituality? And that is a difficult call sometimes, because as you mature, not everyone will mature with you. I feel I have social anxiety, very intense. You can work on socializing better too. I had to work on that. I also don't really like calling people for business things. Right. But when it's about helping people, when it's about raising, when it's about supporting people, it's fine. I didn't leave my house. Yeah. Oh, I hope you left your house too. You need to leave your house for sure. For me to learn to socialize better, I had to YouTube how to socialize. how much eye contact to make. Because sometimes you don't know how to behave. You don't want to be like this the whole time. That's too much eye contact. Unless you're talking about something intense and needing attention. Yeah. Right? Not everything requires that much intensity. I didn't know all that. I had to YouTube it. And it was true. I'm like, yeah, it is weird when you're talking to somebody and they're like just... Right? Because it's social skill. You have to learn it somehow. And if you don't, it's hard to... Society. It really is. And I speak from my personal experience, okay? It's just... And sometimes you send the wrong message. Sometimes you think you can be creepy when you... It is creepy when someone just intensely stare at you the whole time and nothing intense is going on. You know what I mean? Like, how's your day? My day is good. How's your day? Like, some people don't know that. You know? What was it? Yeah. Personally, like when I talk to the master only make the master. I was like, why does the master don't really look at people in the eye too much? Cause when you're a healer and you help people, your energy is stronger. You don't want to scare people off because when you look into people's eye, it is intense because they see through you. And so that's why that's why you don't, because you could scare people off because your energy is strong. So that's why I personally don't look at people in the eye too much, because I'll end up knowing too much. So just yeah. And so I avoid doing this because I learned, I'm like, why doesn't he? It's just more like you learn a lot more when you just look deep into their eye. Boom. But many people use it to manipulate. But a light worker, they use it to help people. So to be careful. You can either use that technique to manipulate. Hey, Arrow Eyes. How's your day? Oh. Hey, Jess D. I felt that one day with the... Yes. Today I went to the Texas Motor Driver vehicle thing to get my sticker. Because when you're spiritual, they don't know. They don't know you can hear. They don't know you can hear their thought. And it is weird. Because when you have a like soothing demeanor and calming, that's like R&B. Let me take you to a place nice and quiet. There ain't no one there to interrupting. But when it's more meditative, they don't, it's like there's a meditative voice overtone, and then there's that R&B. Baby, how you doing? Hope that you're fine, wanna know it. Right, so you gotta make sure how you carry yourself. So when you wear the mala, you're like, okay, it's that spiritual type, not the Shodai, yeah. Snap your finger. You can do it all by yourself. Baby girl, what's your name? Let me talk to you, let me buy you a drink. Right, so it's about your demeanor. You can like send off the wrong message because you don't realize, History mixed to ignition, hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling their bodies, got every man that they wishing. Sipping on coke and rum, I'm like, so what, I'm drunk. Crystal pumping in the shish navigator. And back then I used to have my earring. I used to have like my left ear pierced. After the show is the after party. I got a fake diamond on one side. H-Town. This is when I was like 19. 19 or 20 or 8, yeah. I think it's still pierced. Only it's still pierced. It was the watch and the rings. So your energy conveys a lot, you know. So that's why when you learn to operate humbly and peacefully, your sensitivity all the time is grounded, and you say, oh. So whenever I felt the energy from the lady, like looking at me deeper, I switch up my posture instantly. Because I don't want to send the wrong message, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to get my sticker, but I saw the scan. And that's when I was like, oh, okay, let me stop squaring up on, switch. Because they don't know. Because when you meditate and you're spiritual, you're just everybody. Right? It's just they don't know your sensitivity, and they don't need to know. All you know is stay grounded, and just go on with your day. What inspired you to? I thought everybody should feel bliss. That's it. Whenever I felt deep happiness in my life, I was like, why aren't people learning to like activate the joy within them already? And that's what like made me start the journey of helping people feel more joy. Because I'm like, man, everyone has access to the joy, but we're not practicing it. We're not meditating, we're not mindfulness. And it bugged me because whenever I went to work, there was so much unhappiness when I was whenever I was working. Like, man, if everyone just knew about the law of attraction, about mindfulness, about love, about bliss. Follow your bliss. Welcome, Dr. Chick. Brenda's here. O.C. Eloti. Gail Christensen. Toria. Yeah. Learn how to do my first one. Wonky wheels for the trolley's dolly. He's coming out. He's got his he's got the trolley dolly. That's not my flavor. I'm the love trolley. Trolley dolly. Is there an evolution coming? The Holly Trolley Dolly. How to be humble but don't seem like a pushover. You have to learn to use your water energy and your fire. When you're humble, it's water energy. Sometimes, before you activate the fire, you gotta activate a little. Crash some waves. Right? Indirect way to communicate body language. But if the water technique don't work, right, so you gracefully be direct. Look, I noticed that you've been treating me terribly. I'm not sure if you noticed. You've been kind of rude, but I'm just letting you know what you're doing. And then eventually, there's levels to the fire. If you want to be rude, then we're just not going to be, we don't need to be friends no more, right? And then they say, yes, I'm going to be kinder. And if they try to test your boundaries, you have to exercise the boundary and stand up for your principles, or else people will walk all over you because you said, I'm going to enforce my boundary. Now they test you, so you enforce the boundary. That's it. So it's about patience too. When you're impatient and you use fire, you burn other people and yourself, because impatient, you just like, oh. So when you use grace and love and compassion and exercise water and fire, your life becomes more harmonious. The people who don't know how to be graceful, don't know how to activate, right? It's like a boulder falling. You can't stop it. Here comes up, he got triggered or she got triggered. There's no stopping. Those kind of people end up in jail. Or basically end up in jail. Because why? They road rage, they yell at people, right? And then use alcohol to cope, or that makes it worse. And then they end up doing other substance because they're trying to match what they feel. They end up doing some powders, right? And then they chase the high level of desire, right? They're very driven for sure, yeah. But they're driven by anger and disharmony. And sometimes that can seem like, ooh, I like the bad boy and the bad girl type, right? Did you go through a lonely phase? Not relating to it. Yeah. I basically stopped hanging out with all my friends. And I just made new friends completely. I don't hang out with anyone that I knew other than my family and friends. I don't hang out with anyone before 2015. That's so crazy. Really. After awakening, anyone before that, I don't hang out with them no more. Maybe randomly. Yeah. You don't need too many friends. You just need some great people. That's real friends. Many people, they call their friends friend, but they're just acquaintances. The standards for friendship, it's just how it always been. You call them friends, but they're really right? You're not gonna go, hey, hello, welcome, we're acquaintance. Right? It's awkward to call people, hey, that's my acquaintance over there. So you say friend to be nice, but deep down, that's my acquaintance. Hello, acquaintance. Nice to see you once in a while. Let's pretend to. Right? I don't really give a crap about you. You don't give a crap about me. We happen to do the same thing. What's up? Right? And then there's business partner. That's a lot different, right? It's called conditional. It's more conditional. Hello, acquaintance. But when you grow together, there's a lot more. When you develop together, that's a lot different. Spiritual family, also different. Right? The number one friend, you and yourself. Number one. Hello, acquaintance. Gotta change the way I sit here. Since I've been working out a lot more, gonna go to the Japanese style. Too much full lotus. I lost a long time friend recently. Oh, thank you, brother. Thank you, my acquaintance. Thank you, acquaintance Huma. Link in the bio. That's why I always tell you straightforward. Number one, I'm not here to be a buddy with you. We're here to grow together and serve humanity. I lose a lot of people saying that, but I'm willing to because I don't want to lie to you. Like, we need more leaders out there doing their part, right? Right? We're more spiritual family because when you activate yourself, you go activate in the UK, in Australia, wherever it's at. Whether you're Catholic, Christian, right, Islam, or Muslim, we need light workers. Because all of that is just the shell, the label. But the unconditional love, it's beyond, it's the one love. Right? That's the easiest way to explain it. One love. Why not be friends at the same time? Because when you're too close to people and it comes time to be honest to people, it's a lot harder to deliver negative truth to people. And so that's why I don't get too close to people. Because when it comes time for me to be honest to you, right, then I'm not gonna be, because why? We're too buddy. That's it. And that's why I learned to be completely happy with myself. I believe that there's a friendship and then there's a soulship, which is like aware people operating together. You think it also applies to being a leadership role in corporate? For sure. That's why corporations used to be small companies, but as you learn to operate better, right? But the difference is that when you are on spiritual ship, you lead with love, not numbers. Corporations are driven by numbers, and spiritual community that's authentic is driven by love, results, happiness, and wisdom. But when religions and spiritual communities get corrupted by too much money, too much ego, then you can lose the principles of humility, because what you're doing works and is popular and the money changes. So that's why you want to just stay humble. Stay humble. I mean, you can be friends with anybody, you just have to know the cost. Right? There's a there's a cost to being close to people. I mean, staying a leader instead of a friend. Because there's a conflict of interest. You're working at a company. Friendship, you do it on your own time. You work at the company, you're at your work. The end. So you have to know. You know what I mean? You have to know your role. That's why when you know your role, this person's a leader. They're working when the leader, because then there's a conflict of interest. Right? Hard to not be friends with my clients, yeah. And so, like, essentially we're friends, but to me we're something deeper. Right? That's why I call it spiritualship instead of friendship. Because the spiritual, like friendship, oftentimes when it's hard to say something, you don't say it because you love them too much. With spiritualship, you love them so much that you speak the truth even when you lose friendship. You feel me? Shout out to Joel, the #1 pastor in the world, Joel Osteen. All hail Joel. Anyways, what do we do about being disappointed in people? And Sister Cece says, learn to not have expectation from people. That's why our motto is called love your damn self. You cannot expect love from anyone else but yourself because you can't control what other people are doing. Right? You can't control if people are going to be. Right? So that's why I don't like. Virgil didn't even comment today. Some moderators have not been here for 5 months. I don't want to take them off the mod. I'm like, y'all, I gave you 3 months. You haven't been here for 3 months. Goodbye. I still love you, but I love me more. I always been scared to speak up, so I do a disfavor to not stand up for myself. Shoot, then you gotta stand up for yourself. Please stay for 30 more minutes. I need you. I've been on for 5 hours. Where were you the last 5 hours? Or just watch the rerun. I need you. Love your damn self. Let's go hang out with Arrow Eye. Okay. Go. There's people making the weird noise on the microphone. They're doing sound healing too. Oh, y'all like it? It's fine. That's what people do. What they say? What inspires you? Transformation and bliss. Healing. Oh. It's so beautiful that no matter how effed up your life gets, there's happiness available for everybody. You got cool air? They turned the AC on yet? Here, turn AC on for Virgil and Grace. Turn the AC on. It works now? What if you ever get lost in the sauce? Check your ego. You gotta check your ego. When you're wrong, you have to admit you're wrong. Nowadays, some people don't know, oftentimes people don't know how to check their damn ego. You can't help everybody because some people some people they believe in what they believe even though it leads them to misery. So if you keep practicing your belief and it leads you to misery, then you're practicing misery beliefs. You see how simple that is? But it's not, because people don't pay attention. And when you don't pay attention, they told me to buy that Shiba Inu coin. It went up, but I didn't sell. Should have listened. If you don't listen, there's gonna be another Husky coin one day. My Husky coin. That is up. Same thing with money. Right. If you don't learn how to use money, you're always going to be stressed out about money. You get it, you spend it right away. You don't try to plan it at all. Don't you have bills? You have to plan your bills. It's the same thing. But if you don't learn from the suffering, you keep suffering. Right? If you ever feel financial stress, it sucks. So to prevent that, you have to face it. I don't like what do I have to do to relieve that financial stress, make a plan. Have a financial plan. Have a plan of response for negativity. When you're stressed, what's your plan of response? Candy Crush. Candy Crush. Netflix, chill. DoorDash. And extra bacon on the side. The master says, if you want to have a good morning, you have to do more than just donut and coffee. Damn. If you want to have a good day, you got to do more than just donut and coffee. I'm like, that's hilarious. It's, you know what I mean? Some people, to have a good morning, I'm going to have a good day if I get my Starbucks and my marble pound cake. Right? Right. Non-dairy milk, please. With extra whipped cream. Now I'm gonna have the best day ever. I bought the venti Starbucks. My life saved. Lunchtime comes. Right, you're gonna go to your favorite joint. The Hunan Kitchen down the street. Hunan Kitchen, right. Orange chicken, Kung Pao chicken, fried rice, and you get your Diet Coke. Oh, it's a good day. To some people, that is a good day. Right, because they're not thinking about anything else other than just survive. Which is sad. We're not teaching people to take care of themselves very much. We're teaching people to be a good survivor. I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. Keep on surviving. Right? You don't walk up to somebody and say, you, sir, you're a great survivor. Right? That's not something you compliment each other about. But that's what's being sold. You know what I mean? For lunchtime, I have sushi nowadays. Like, oh. But nobody asks, hey, are you genuine? Some people do, right? The genuine colleagues. Or the genuine people. How's your children doing? How's your family? Right? And then when you get to ask, hey, how's your life doing? Are you genuinely happy with your life? Like, what are you working beyond the job? Right? That's when you build great collaborating energy. But when it becomes so robotic, it gets too corporate-y. Fifth floor, please. You go to work. You check your emails. You check your sports team. Oh, 3 more hours. You're losing energy to focus. Okay, I'm gonna go to the coffee machine. Take another double shot Starbucks.
on the side you play Candy Crush. But you can't play on Candy Crush for too long because they use the AI to monitor you. I'm working. You're not even there, you just get things done. And you're still hungover from last night because you went out on a Tuesday night. Oh shoot, I got 1 hour left. I do not want to be here. You go to the restroom and you sit on your phone while you sit on a toilet. I was using the restroom for 40 minutes. Oh yeah. You see how tiring that is? But if you go to work and you focus, you have a reason, right? Maybe you got children to work for and you have some enthusiasm, you have some life in you. Yes. You have some goals. Yes. Right? There's nothing wrong. It's just more like your behavior tells you about how your life is. If you're at work and you don't want to be there, you most likely need another job or else it's going to come crashing down soon. It's like starting a company and you don't really love it, you just make money. Right? That's why a lot of restaurants don't make it the first year, because people just open restaurant and the thing that they're missing is this heart, customer service. Like the willingness to go above and beyond to make things work. Yes. Right? Because that customer service, it's about humanity. It's about caring about how people feel. And that's so important. And right? And if you have great customer service, you can always find a job, because it's hard to find people who have great customer service. So like you could still get a job anywhere. Right? Because some people have good customer service, but it's not great. They think it's great, but they don't know what is great customer service, because they don't know how to do it with themselves. So that's why you have to mentor people and train people. And that's why great companies, they have a great training program. Right? That's why great communities, they have a great discipline. That's why it grows. Like Thich Nhat Hanh, Plum Village is everywhere. There's a Plum Village in America. There's Plum Village in Thailand, Vietnam. There's Plum Village in France. Plum Village is why? Because whatever they're doing is actually working. But here's the catch. When it gets too big, it's hard to control. Shout out to Joel Osteen. The master told me the reason I don't have a big temple, because you can't oversee everything. And if you can't oversee everything, the snake will get in and corrupt it and poison the whole system. Right. Now that my legs are completely numb, okay, after my feet stops being numb, I'm gonna start preparing for Unity of Houston. Zen gardens are not 200 acres, yeah. And that's why it's more practical to have a bunch of villages with strong villagers, instead of having a giant village and everybody's be so disconnected. So that's why I tell people, People complain about the system all the time, but instead make it, create the thing that uplifts people, right? And it'll grow. Right? That's why the Mystic Village growing locally, online, because it works. Shout out to the Mystic Village teaching. Yeah, because what we got is what we got. Okay, wherever you're on the planet, you can complain all day about the system. But where you're at, take care of the world you interact with, because the world is just your perception. You can't be in every country, in every moment, but you can take care of the world you interact with the best you can. Right? Try. All you need to do is try. People come to this stream, complain about America on a daily. I'm not, because you know why? It allows me to do this and create peace. It's not perfect. Nothing's perfect. But you can contribute. You can do your part. Do your part. Be the change. Right? Be the change you wish to see in the world. It's a beautiful concept. Beautiful. That's why I don't follow, that's why I follow spirituality, practice with result more than politics or all these things. Because you can't make everyone happy, right? But you can teach people how to make themselves happy, right? There's no perfect thing that's going to make everyone happy. But in here, it's right. We just teach people how to be happy with who they are. Oftentimes we complain about the world because we're unhappy. That's the basics. And so whenever you don't complain with people, right, some people instantly are looking at what side are you on. Like, he must be Buddhist, or he must be this and that. He must be left, right, up, down. But when you're just one love, it's like, what does that mean? That love unifies everybody? Buddha, Jesus, respect people. Oh, respect people. Ooh, I love respecting people. Even the people I disagree with, I still show respect. What about the ones that yell at you? I show them respect too, but I have boundaries because immature people, they don't know better. That's why they like yell people. That's okay. If they know better, they would do something different. Religion shouldn't create. The religion's not the problem. Human beings, we naturally like patterns, right? So we like to create patterns. To say that we're all one is hard to, because sometimes you don't know who that person is. How can we be one? Unless you actually practice what you preach. And there's some people treat spirituality like a religion too. It's the same thing. It's not the religion. It's not this. It's the individual and how they practice. But all this talk is people who are mindful and aware. When you're mindful and aware, you have a good BS detector, you're like, so you want me to go join you in negativity? No, thank you. You want me to complain with you? No, thank you. And when when you don't partake in negative energy, you lose some people because they expect you to be mad with them. Right. And then, right. And some people expect me to be mean to people who like are really close-minded, religious people who, you know. Some people come in here and they start off not, you know, Jesus Christ is your Lord and Savior and all this. I respect that because you know why? That's all they know. Right? Because that's all they know. When somebody comes from a place where all they know is just what they know, the master call it, it's like trying to explain the ocean to people who live in the desert. No way, you can't just be happy most of the time. No, the world is terrible. You can't just... The world you live in. I practice gratitude and joy. Yes, negative things happen, but I'm more appreciative of life than be the complain. Because being the complain is so tiring and draining. I used to do that. No more, thank you. And so when you don't partake in that kind of behavior, you lose some people. Because why? You're becoming more mature. And sometimes the mature people piss people off because you don't play the ego's game. Anyways, I'll see y'all soon. I guess I'll live stream Unity tonight, and to bring the iPad, bring the 2 iPads. Boom, bam, bop, bada, bing, bow. So, what time is the stream? I'll start the stream around 6:30. The event starts at 7. I have to prep now, get there at 5. And connect the speakers, the microphones. So it's gonna be... That's why I'm looking at the watch a lot, just so I can mentally... Because I'm already there, right? My heart's already... You have to stay on the time. Since you decide to be the leader, you gotta stay on it. On it. So thank you so much for the loving talk. Find time for gratitude is the key to negative. Yeah, shout out. Many people ask me, how do you love yourself? I say the easiest thing to shift negative to positive, just be genuinely grateful for something. Why not waking up today? Thank you so much that I woke up today. Thank you so much for my life. It may be difficult, but at least I have it. Word up. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Here we go. Love your damn self. Thank you, everybody. What's your favorite tea? Da Hong Bao. Also Dragon Well.
and also some aged white tea, and a silver needle. Boom.